Hi, my name is Erin Samson. I'm here. Wait, hold on. I'm just doing everything that's on here. Is that what you want me to do? Okay. So my senior capstone proposal is addressing food waste on school campuses. Well, trying to target my own. So, aohe hana nui ke alu ia. No task is too big when done together by all. So, I am the creator of this. I received my liberal arts degree at LCC. I graduated from Apollo High School. I am a general creative media major, getting my bachelor's this year. Um, So for my thesis, it's food waste has significant social, environmental, and economical problems as it has not only contributes to greenhouse gas emissions and exacerbates food insecurities, but also reflects broader issues of consumer culture and political responsibilities, highlighting the need for collective actions and systemic change. So my objective rationale for my research that I conducted was the purpose of my project was just to inform, educate, inspire students, faculty, staff, community of how to reduce food waste. So first I was thinking students must first understand the scope of the problem. How much food do they actually waste at lunch? Audit the food waste, implement the strategies in reducing food waste, unconsumed and untouched food could be given to food banks or local harvest. That's who we work with. Food scraps could go to animals, which is worms. That's what we do here, vermicompost. Food scraps goes to the compost, which we are gonna start hot composting. So food waste at our elementary school campus has really significant social, environmental, and economical problems. According to the food waste research, the USA EPA, approximately 1/3 of our food produce in the United States has never been eaten. So in my plans at the end of the semester, I plan to deliver tools to assist students to help them understand how they can reduce food waste, to deliver informational videos, to help assist teachers as a resource tool. I'm doing a project. Um, my direction for my research project is appropriate because it is in the line of what I'm as my present occupation. I'm a librarian technician, co-teach OEV STEM, and I work at an elementary school. And my goal is to integrate technology with INA-based learning. So you see the OEV STEM, it's supposed to be STEAM, but we added the A for INA-based. So science, technology, engineering, art, INA-based, and then math. And I hope to create informational, again, videos. And right now we're at the stage of um, creating our own website for all the stuff that we do, because we're trying to be zero waste. So I have me and a co-teacher who, just two of us, we're trying to do it for our elementary campus. So my significance, first, if we look at the food hierarchy and we see, like even for Hawaii, how we are on an island, we don't have that much, actually I should go this way first. How closing of just our Waimanalo Gulch, our landfill, 2028, that's not a lot of time. Are they thinking of where they're gonna put the next landfill? We should be thinking of how we can take care of our environment and our resources now. We live on an island, our landfill is closing. Will there be another landfill? Is it gonna be in somebody else's yard? We should be thinking of that now. How can we start by reducing just waste in general and H power? How could H power help? So that's when I go back to the hierarchy of what is the importance when we're eating food and we're wasting it. Like we should start by reducing. We should feed the hungry with the untouched food. Like don't just throw it away. We do that here at our school. Untouched food cannot be given to anybody, so we throw it away because of liability. Um, we could feed, like how we're going to feed the worms with the scraps. We could use it for composting. We could use it for energy. And the last is landfill. But it seems that landfill in Hawaii is our first. So we want to change that mindset. This is the data. At first, I was like reluctant. After I saw this data, if you look at the one on the left-hand side of the screen, figure 1, K to 12 schools is only 1% of the waste of our whole nation. So it's kind of sad that, at first I was going to stop and I wasn't going to do it. But then I was thinking, if we change the mindset of the students and we catch the kids early and hopefully they can bring it home, then maybe we can change how everything is going now. So we catch them, inspire them that there's ways that even kids can make a difference. And hopefully they'll take it home and then it'll just be a ripple effect. And then we can just see on the other figure where food donations, look how much percentage goes to the landfill. I mean, you don't really think of how much affects of just our food waste, what it does to our environment. So this is our mentor. This is my data. So she has been doing this for 15 years, but this is just some of her data of her food collection. So just for the month or this year, 2023, she, with her 5 schools, she's already at 41,000 pounds of food waste. So, and that's, the year's not even over. And I think I got this in April. So if you look to the right, you can see the total resource recovered by technology, or because, well, she uses HC is hot compost, VC is vermicomposting. So that 41,659 pounds, she took it. So 34,000, she did hot composting, and the 6,700, she did vermicasting. So she took the total of all their waste that they recovered from the school and she turned it into other stuff. So it didn't go to the landfill. It didn't even leave the schools. So there was no carbon footprint. So, I mean, that's amazing. And if you look at it, it's kind of sad of how much poundage of food that we waste. And if our schools are only 1% of all the waste of our whole nation, it's pretty sad of how much waste we're actually doing. And we don't even realize it, but maybe we can make a difference now. And people always wonder, what the heck is going on with the climate change? Hello, look outside, wonder why. We're not taking care of what we have. So my target audience, again, is students on campus, teachers, staff, parents, and community. And I'm hoping to talk to our cafeteria staff, because one of the solutions too was maybe if they cut back on their overproducing of food, we wouldn't have the waste on their side too. So educating our cafeteria staff too is also vital. So my solutions, again, is to reduce the amount of food waste throughout and change the behavioral, so the way that students think, address the students so that they can understand the scope of the problem, donate to the harvest, Aloha Harvest, feed the worm bins, and hot composting. So for my I collecting all this information to create curriculum, lessons, implementation, field trips, and for the elementary students, to create information videos, guides, and to entertain them, because it could be fun for them. I mean, we touched the worms and everything, and the kids actually like to do it. So, and then again, implementation of the videos, added to the website so it's accessible to everybody. We do have a Google site where teachers can go in if they need lessons for whatever we create. And so it's out there for them. My deliverables. So this is how we collect the food. So we start with the food audit. We collect the food, the strategies to address the problem. Again, the untouched food, to prepare and just show the steps in case anybody else wanted to try to do it. We have started to do audits with individual teachers in classrooms, just getting the kids, I mean, even 2nd grade and 3rd graders, even 1st grades, they understand the concept of taking what Okay, wait. So let me go back. Our food that we have here at our school is a buffet line. So the kids could go through the buffet line and they can actually take whatever they want. So some of them take too much, some of them take nothing at all. So we can actually control if we educate them of what to eat and what to take, what not to take, because they can also go back for seconds. So it's actually easier for us to control our students from wasting. So we also did our audits where we collect the food, weigh them in our buckets. We separate the food that could go to the worms and could go to the compost pile. I say we separate it because our worms are a little bit bougie. They're like almost like vegans. So we don't give them no oils, no meat, no nothing, all the fruits and vegetables. Sometimes they give us leaky moi. They can't get those leaky moi apples or whatever. They can't get those. Those go to the hot composting. So totally they can't eat papaya seeds. They can't do a lot of things. So we really got to be mindful of what we do and what we feed our worms. So this is how this is not our hot composting area. We do have our hot composting area, but it does not have piles. So these piles are the food that cannot go to the worms. We also do bokashi, but I'm not talking about bokashi. So these are the rest of the food. So each pile, what it is you have layers of mulch, sticks, and food, and it can hold up to 1,000 pounds of food waste. After 1,000 pounds of food waste is on that pile, it is covered, and the heat, so the thermal, this is like almost like thermal composting pile where the heat kills all the pathogens. It just kills everything in there. So if you think about all the yucky stuffs, all the pathogens or the cytotoxins or whatever that you couldn't, that would be bad for us in our soil when we plant. If you have 140 to 160 degrees continuously for 3 days, the Board of Health says that you could use that soil after it's been a whole year under that plastic thing. You could use it for growing stuff that you could eat. So like fruits or vegetables, you could use that soil that you see right there on the left-hand side. I see that small, where you see those buckets, that soil is ready. So once it's ready, you can actually sift it, and then you see to the right, you see those blue buckets. So 2 piles made 96 of those 27-gallon containers, which they sold, and they sold each bucket for this public school $20 each. We had 96 buckets from those 2 piles. So for that day, they made almost $2,000 for that school. So it went directly back to the school, and this is all waste. So she had 35 piles over there. That's a lot of waste, but you can turn it and do it good for the students. And that's it. So thank you for listening. Any questions?